Good morning, children. Today we will solve question based on algebraic identities. We use these identities to find the product of polynomials as well as to find the factors. First, we will learn these four identities and question based on this. So the first identity is, and you are already aware about this first three identities, or I think all the four identities, because in previous class you have already studied these identities. So the first identity is x plus y the whole square, which is equals to x square plus 2xy plus y square. You can also write these identities in the form of a and b. Means you can also write a plus b the whole square, which is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. You can use any variable x, y, z or abc. The second identity is x minus y the whole square, which is x square minus 2xy plus y square. And the third one is x square minus y square, which is equals to x plus y multiplied by x minus y. And the fourth one is x plus a multiplied by x plus b, which is equals to x square plus within bracket a plus b multiplied by x plus ab. So we have these four identities. Now we will solve question based on this. So the first type of question is find the product using the appropriate identity. So the first question is find the product using appropriate identities. Okay, so I am taking this one. Very simple example I am taking. So we have to find the product of x plus 3, x plus 3. Using identity, we have to find the product. First method, you already know how to find the product of these two binomials. The first method is x multiplied by this bracket plus 3 multiplied by this bracket, and we will multiply. This is our first method, but we can also use the identity. Now how to use the identity, which identity we can use here, that we have to learn. So when you observe, you will find that this x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 3 can be written as x plus 3 the whole square, because if we have x multiplied by x, which is nothing but x square. So similarly, x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 3, we can write it as x plus 3 the whole square. And when you see the identity, you will find that here we can use the first one, because this is same as x plus 3 the whole square. This one is same as the first identity, x plus y the whole square. So we will write using identity x plus y the whole square, which is equals to x square plus 2xy plus y square. Okay, means we will use this identity to find the product of these two binomials. Okay, here at the place of x we have x, and at the place of y we have 3. At the place of x we have x already, and at the place of y, instead of y, here we have 3. So what we will get? X plus 3 the whole square, x square plus 2x multiplied by y. Here at the place of y we have 3 plus y square, means 3 square. Now I'll simplify. We'll write in this simplest form, x square plus 3 2s are 6x plus 9. So this is the answer. The product of x plus 3 and x plus 3 is x square plus 6x plus 9. This is very simple question, basic question. Now let us take the second one. Now we have to multiply x minus 3 and x plus 5. X minus 3 and x plus 5. In the previous question we have x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 3. So this can be written as x plus 3 the whole square. But we cannot write this in a whole square form. Okay, so here we cannot use the first identity, which is x plus y the whole square. Even we cannot use the second identity, whole square. Third identity also we cannot use, but we can use the fourth identity, x plus a multiplied by x plus b. Be careful, it is x plus a and x plus b, it's not y plus b. Okay, this x should be same, right? So here when you observe this, you will find that this is same as the fourth identity, which is x plus a, x plus b equals to x square plus a plus bx plus ab. Okay, but here at the place of x we have x, at the place of b we have 5, and at the place of a we have minus 3. It's not plus 3 because in the identity we don't have minus sign. So here the value of a is not plus 3, the value of a is minus 3. Okay, so be careful, the value of a is minus 3, not plus 3. So now we can use the identity to find the product. So here in LHS, x minus 3, x plus 5, x square plus a is minus 3, b is 5, minus 3 multiplied by 5. Whenever you find this this type of term, means two signs together, because of this minus sign we'll put bracket always. Now x square plus 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 is 2 plus 2, so plus 2x, and 5 multiplied by minus 3 is minus 15. So this is the answer. So the product of these two polynomials, or there are two terms, so we can say binomial, x minus 3, x plus 5 is x square plus 2x minus 15. Now let us take one more question. This question I am taking from your exercise 2.5, question number 1, and this is third part. First two questions I have taken from the example from the NCERT book. Now this question is from the exercise. The question is, use suitable identities to find the following products. Means you have to find the product of 3x plus 4 and 3x minus 5 by using identity. If it is given in the question that find the product using identities, then you have to use identities only to find the product. If nothing is given, then you can directly multiply. Means 3x multiplied by this bracket, means that long method, plus 4 multiplied by this bracket. But if it is given in the question that find the product using the identities, then you have to use the identities. Okay, now let us find the product using the identity. So we have 4 identities. The first 2 identities is for whole square, which we cannot use here. The third identity is x square minus y square, again we cannot use here. So we are only left with the fourth identity, which we can definitely use here, because this is also in the form of x plus a and x plus b, xx, say 3x. So we can use the fourth one, which is equals to x square plus a plus bx plus ab. So our first step is to identify which identity we can use here. Okay, this is our first step, which identity we can use. In the second step, we'll just compare and we'll write the values, because every time you will not be given x at the place of x. Okay, you may be given y or c. In this case, at the place of x we have 3x here, At the place of x we have 3x. At the place of a we have 4. At the place of b we don't have 5, we have minus 5. Because in the identity there is no negative sign. So we need to consider this sign also. So now this is our second step. First step is to identify the identity. Second step is to compare and find the values. And third step is to put the value, okay, in the identity. So we'll get 3x plus 4 and here 3x minus 5, which is equals to x square. X square means 3x square plus a plus b. A is 4 plus b. B is minus 5, so plus minus minus. Multiply by x. Here x is 3x, so we will write 3x here. Okay, plus ab. So plus a is 4 and b is minus 5. Put this bracket. Now we will simplify. 3x the whole square. Square of 3 is 9. Square of x is x square. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. And minus 1 multiplied by 3x is minus 3x. 4 minus 5 is minus 1 multiplied by 3x. Minus 1 multiplied by 3x is minus 3x. And here 4 multiplied by minus 5 is minus 20. So plus minus minus 20. So the correct answer is 9x square minus 3x minus 20. So the product of these two polynomial is this 9x square minus 3x minus 20. Now let us see the next question. Y square plus 3 by 2 and y square minus 3 by 2. Y square plus 3 by 2 and y square minus 3 by 2. When you observe, as I said, our first step is to identify which identity we can use here. Okay, to find out which identity we can use here. So of course this cannot be written in the form of whole square. So first two identities we cannot use. We can use the third identity or fourth identity. Now we are left with the third identity and the fourth identity. So the third identity is x square minus y square, which is equals to x plus y, x minus y. And the fourth identity is x plus a, x plus b, which is equals to x square plus a plus b x plus ab. Okay, now we are left with these two identities. This is for rough work only. Okay, we have to identify which identity we can use here. Of course, first two identities we cannot use because we cannot write it in the form of whole square. So after observation you will find that to find the product of these two polynomials we can use both the identities. Let us use the third identity and find the product, and also use the fourth identity and find the product. Okay, because here this is in the term is in the form of x plus y multiplied by x minus y. See, x y y, they are same. Okay, and here it is plus, here it is minus, so we can use third identity. Okay, and as well as we can also use the fourth identity, x. At the place of a, 3 by 2. At the place of b, minus 3 by 2. So here we can use both the identities and you will get same answer. So it's up to you. If you want to use the third identity, you can use the third one, or if you want, you can also use the fourth identity. Third one is quite, short method, simple, because here you will get your answer within few steps. And fourth one is also not very difficult. So let us solve one by one. First, by using this identity, So I will write by using the identity x square minus y square is equals to x plus y and x minus y. Okay, so here when you compare, you will find that at the place of x we have y square, and at the place of y we have 3 by 2. Okay, x plus y, x minus y, right? So this will be equals to x square. X square means y square square minus y square. Here y is 3 by 2 square. So we'll get y raised to the power 4 minus 3 square is 9 and 2 square is 4. So this is the answer. Now let us use the fourth identity and try to find out the product. So the fourth identity is x plus a, x plus b. The best way to learn any identity, any formula is to write. Whenever you solve any question and you use any formula or identity, write it. I think this is the only way to learn any formula or identity. Okay, and here we have written the identity. Now the question is y square plus 3 by 2 and y square minus 3 by 2. So when you compare, you will find that at the place of x we have y square, and at the place of a we have 3 by 2, and at the place of b we have minus 3 by 2. So when you put in the formula, in the identity, y square plus 3 by 2 and y square minus 3 by 2, generally student they don't write this left hand side. So you need to write this left hand side also, because the product of this is this one. So x square means y square square plus a plus b. A is 3 by 2 and plus minus 3 by 2. So plus minus minus. Multiply by x. Here x is not x is y square. Be careful. Plus 3 by 2 multiply by minus 3 by 2. Okay. So y square whole square is y raised to the power 4. 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2 is 0. 0 multiplied by any number is 0 only. And 3 multiplied by minus 3 is minus 9, and 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. So see, by using this fourth identity also we are getting the same answer. So now it's up to you. If you want, you can use the third identity, or you can also use the fourth identity. Okay. Now we can also use these identities to find the product of numbers. How? So let us see this example. We have to find the product of 105 and 106 without multiplying directly. If question comes, find the product of these two numbers without multiplying directly. Without multiplying directly means with our general method. No need to multiply directly. Use identity and find the product. So how to find the product of these two numbers using identity? This we will learn now. So first, in order to find the product, or in order to use the identity, we need to write the product in the form of either in the first identity, in the form of first identity, or second identity, or third or fourth. So when you observe, you will find that this 105 can be written as 100 plus 5, and 106 can also be written as 100 plus 6. So instead of writing 105 multiplied by 106, this is for rough, we can write it as 100 plus 5 multiply by 100 plus 6. Okay, so now we can use identity, but which identity we can use here? So again, that first step is to find out which identity we can use here. So this is of course not in the form of whole square, so first two identities we cannot use here. Both are positive, so we cannot even use the third identity. So definitely we will use the fourth identity, which is x plus a x plus b equals to x square plus a plus bx plus ab. So when you compare these two, this one and this one, you will find that here x 100 they are same. That is why we are using fourth identity. If it is 100 and this one is 1000, then we cannot 1000 then we cannot use the fourth identity. Be careful, in the fourth identity x and x both should be same. So here they are same, 100 and 100. At the place of a we have 5 and at the place of b we have 6. Alright, so here x is 100, a is 5 and b is 6. Okay, so by using the identity in the left hand side we will write this one, 100 plus 5 multiply by 100 plus 6. On the right hand side we will put the value here, x square means 100 square plus a plus b, a is 5, b is 6, multiply by x means 100, plus a multiply by b, a is 5, b is 6. Now let us simplify. Square of 100 is, we will put 2 more zeros. Okay, square of 2 zeros is 40, so 10,000 plus 5 plus 6 is 11 multiplied by 100 is 1100 and 5 6 are 30. Now we'll simply add all the numbers. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0, 3 plus 0 plus 0 is 3. Now 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1 and this 1. So this is the answer. So without multiplying directly, we can use identity and we can find the product of numbers also. Now let us take one more example. Now this question I am taking from the exercise 2.5, question number 2, third part. We have to find the product of 104 and 96. Okay, 104 and 96. So 104 can be written as 100 plus 4 and 96 can be written as 100 minus 4. You can also write this 96 as 90 plus 6, but if you write, I am writing here 100 plus 4 and 90 plus 6, but if you write in this form, then then we don't have any identity for this type of question. Okay, to use the first identity we need whole square, second identity again we need whole square, third identity both the numbers should be same and that only difference is of their sign, x plus a, x minus y, x plus y, x minus y. So this is not xx, not yy, so even we cannot use the third identity. For the fourth identity we need x plus a and x plus b, both should be same, but here they are different. So if you write this 104 and 96 in this form, you will not be used to any identity. Okay, so be careful. We will not write this 96 as 90 plus 6, we will write it as 100 minus 4. Or if you want, you can also, suppose if you want to write in this 96 in the form of 90 plus 6 only, Then in that case you also write this 104 as 90 plus 14. Okay, in that case you write this 104 as 90 plus 14 and 90 plus 6. This is also correct because now we have x, this is A and this is B. But here what will happen? This 14 is quite, not very big number, but instead of this 4, when you compare with 4 and 14, of course 4 is smaller than 14. So here you will get simple calculation. That is the only difference. Okay, so this you cannot write, this you can write. Okay, and this one is also correct. So here the calculation is quite simple. So I'm writing in the form of 100 plus 4 and 100 minus 4. Now here again we have two choices. If you want, you can use the third identity as well as the fourth identity. Fourth identity, if you want to use, then here the value of x is 100, the value of A is 4, and the value of B is minus 4. Okay, you can use the fourth identity. And we can also use the third identity, which is x square minus y square, which is equals to x plus y, x minus y. So when you compare, you will find here x and y are equal. Okay, x plus y, x minus y. Here x is 100, y is 4. X is 100, y is 4. So directly use the third identity. So when you use the third identity, you will get x square minus y square. X square means 100 square minus y square means 4 square. 100 square is 10,000 minus 4 square is 16. Now we'll simply subtract. So 10 minus 6 is 4, 9 minus 1 is 8, and here we'll get 9, and this is the answer. You will also get the same answer if you use the fourth identity. Now, as I said in the beginning, that we use these identities to find the product of polynomials as well as to find the factors. Yes, we can also factorize the given expression by using identities. Now see how. So I am taking one basic example, very simple example I am taking. Question is factorize So this is our question, factorize. First method of factorization you already know, by splitting the middle term method. Second, by using factor theorem, trial and error. So here we cannot use splitting the middle term method because in that method we need to multiply. Okay, that is very tedious, multiplication of these two. And trial and error. But if you find any question from the topic factorize, you just first think that can we use any identity? So here also try to think, can we use any identity? Or when you observe, you can see that this 49a square, this 49 can be written as square of 7 in a square. So we can write this 49a square as 7a the whole square. Okay, plus this 25 can be written as 5 square. So this term can also be written as 5ab the whole square. Okay, and if you have two terms with whole square, so this is same as the first identity or the second identity, which is x square plus 2xy plus y square. Okay, which is equals to x plus y the whole square. Or second identity is x square minus 2xy plus y square, which is equals to x minus y the whole square. So the only difference between the two identity is this minus sign. If you have minus sign here, then we'll use this identity minus 1, and if it is plus sign, then we'll use the first one. So in both the identities we have x square plus y square. Okay, so here see we are getting x square plus y square. Now we only need to check whether the middle term is also in the form of 2xy or not. Okay, here when you compare, then you will find that the value of x is at the place of x square. At the place of x square we have 7a square. Okay, means at the place of x we have 7a, and at the place of y we have 5b. Okay, at the place of x, this is x square and this is 7a square. Leave this square. So at the place of x we have this 7a, and at the place of y we have 5b. Now we only need to check that if you multiply, because here we have 2xy, so if you multiply by 2 and this x which is 7a multiply by b which is 5b, are we getting this 70ab or not? So let us check. So 5 2s are 10, 10 7s are 70ab. Yes, this middle term is also in the form of 2xy. So this is also in the form of 2. You will get x from here and y from here. So again when you multiply you will get this term. So yes, this question, this expression is actually in the form of x square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, this expression is in the form of x square plus 2xy plus y square, which is equals to x plus y the whole square. Understood? What we will do? Whenever you find this whole square, whenever you find this square, just try to write it in the form of whole square. So this 49 is a square of 7 and this 25 is a square of 5. So this 49a square can be written as 7a the whole square, and 25 can be written as 5 and b square. So we will write 5b the whole square. Then this is not very tough. In most of the time you will get this in the form of 2xy only, but we just check. Okay, you should know how to check or whether it is actually in the form of 2xy or not. So x is 7a, y is 5b. So middle term 2xy, which is equals to 70ab. Yes, it is 70ab. It means the whole expression is in the form of x square plus 2xy plus y square. Okay, so I am writing the question once again. The question is 49a square plus 70ab plus 25b square. So this can be written as 7a the whole square, and this can be written as 5b the whole square plus 2xy. 2, this is x, this is y. Okay, so now we will write using the identity. Here we have plus sign, so we'll use the first identity. Sorry, this is also plus. And if you find minus sign here, then use the second identity. Okay, here we have plus sign, so we'll use the first identity, which says that x square plus 2xy plus y square is equals to x plus y the whole square. If x plus y the whole square, then this can be written as this form, and if this is given, then this can also be expressed in this form. Okay, if you want you can write this one here or this one here. It doesn't make any difference because we have equal sign here. So now the question is in this form, so that is why we have written this expression on the left hand side. Earlier we were writing x plus y here, but now the question is in this form, which can be, so the answer will be in this form. Okay, So when you compare, you will find that at the place of x, here we have 7a. At the place of y, here we have 5b. It's very simple. Means at the place of x, we will write 7a. At the place of y, we will write 5b. Okay? Okay? So this is equals to, so what we will get? We will get x plus y. This whole term is equals to x plus y the whole square. X means 7a. Y means 5b the whole square. Now question is factorized, means we have to find factors. So we got the factors. Both the factors are equal. This can be written as 7a plus 5b and 7a plus 5b. Since it's a quadratic polynomial, 2-degree polynomial, so we'll get two factors. See, we got two factors, 7a plus 5b and 7a plus 5b. Okay, so this is the answer. So the factors of this polynomial are 7a plus 5b and 7a plus 5b. Okay, now take one more example. I'm taking 25 by 4x square minus y square by 9. So whenever you find this 25, 9, 4, 49, they all can be written in the form of square of a particular number. For example, 25 can be written as 5 square. 4 is a square of 2. 9 is a square of 3. So this whole expression can be written as 5 by 2x the whole square. Because again, if you find this square, you will get this term. And this can be written as y by 3 the whole square. Okay? Now here, this expression is now in the form of x square minus y square. Third identity, x square minus y square. X square minus y square, which is equals to x plus y, x minus y. Okay, so here at the place of x, we have this 5 by 2x, and at the place of y, we have this y by 3. Right? Means at the place of x, we have this 5 by 2x. At the place of y, we have y by 3. So this 5 by 2x the whole square minus y by 3 the whole square can be written as x plus y. X means 5 by 2x plus y. Y means y by 3. And x minus y. X means 5 by 2x minus y. Y means y by 3. So this is the answer. These are the two factors. Okay, so we use identity to find product of polynomials as well as to find factors of a given polynomial. Now I'm taking question from the exercise 2.5. Whatever questions we have done in the class, you solve all the questions, and the remaining questions from the exercise you can solve on your own. Means first 3 questions we have covered from this exercise 2.5. So now I am taking question number 3. The question is factorize the following using appropriate identities. I am taking the second part of this question. Here the polynomial is given 4y square minus 4y plus 1. We have to find the factors using identities. So we have 4 identities. If you observe, if you pay a little bit attention, you will find that here this 4y square can be written as 2y the whole square plus 1 can be written as 1 square. 1 square is also 1. Okay? And because of this minus sign, now we are not sure, but we are just trying to find out whether this is same as the first identity or the second identity or the third or the fourth one. Okay? So because of this minus sign, we will focus more on the second identity, which is equals to x square minus 2xy plus y square equals to x minus y the whole square. So here we have this 2y at the place of x and y and 1 at the place of y. 2y at the place of x means the value of x is here 2y and the value of y is 1. So we would just check whether the middle term, this term is also in the form of 2xy or not. So 2x is 2y multiplied by y is 1. Are we getting 4y? Yes, we are getting 4y here. It means this 4y is actually in the form of 2 multiplied by 2y multiplied by 1. Okay, this is not very tough. See, we only need to find the x and y. Then write this in the form of 2xy. Simple. 2y, this is x and this is y. So 2x y. 2x y. Very simple. And just check. Most of the time, I think in all the times, this is already in the form of 2xy, but we will check. Okay. So this question 4y square minus 4y plus 1 can be written as 2y the whole square minus 2 multiplied by 2y plus 1 square. So by using the identity, which identity? Of course, second identity, x square minus 2xy plus y square is equals to x minus y the whole square. So our question, this one, which can be also written as in this form. Here the value of x is 2y and the value of y is 1. So this can be written as x minus y the whole square. We have x equals to 2y and y equals to 1. So the factors are 2y minus 1, 2y minus 1. Okay. Questions are very simple, but you need to practice a lot. Then only you will be able to identify the identity, correct identity. Okay. Otherwise you will get confused whether we have to use the first identity or the second, which one we have to use. But you need to practice a lot. Now let us see the next question. That is the same question number 3, third part. X square minus y square by 100. The first number is also in whole square form, and this 100 can be written as 10 square. So we'll write y by 10 the whole square. Now this is very simple. This is directly the third identity. X square minus y square equals to x plus y and x minus y. Here x is x and y is y by 10. X is x, y is y by 10. So we will get x plus y by 10 and x minus y by 10. Answer. Okay. So with this we have completed first 3 questions of the exercise. Whatever questions we have done here, you again solve, practice, and whatever the remaining questions you solve on your own. Now we have seen 4 identities, and all the 4 identities are for binomials. Means in all the 3 identities we have only 2 terms binomial. But what if the question is to find the product of two trinomials having three terms? Then in that case, we have one more identity. The fifth identity is to find the product of polynomials or trinomials. Okay, so the identity is a plus b plus c the whole square, or you can also write it in the form of x plus 5 plus z. We are writing in the form of x, y, z, so I will also write in the form of x plus 5 plus z, otherwise it will create confusion. Okay, it's, if you want you can write in the form of abc or xyz, it's up to you. So the next identity is x plus y plus z the whole square. Okay, so the RHS of this identity is, first we'll write square of each term, means x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, then 2 multiply by 2xy plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. It's just like a this cycle, x then y then z then again x. So 2xy 2yz 2zx. Okay, identity is very simple. Let us see once again. X plus y plus z the whole square. So first square of each term, square of each term. So x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. So this is our next identity, which is very simple. Now here also we use the identity to find the product as well as to find the factors. So today we will only see the question based on the product using this identity. So this is question number 4 of the exercise 2.5. This is the last question. So question number 4 is expand each of the following. Expand means we have to multiply. So expand using the suitable identity. So here I am taking the third part of this question number 4, and that is minus 2x plus 3y plus 2z the whole square. Whenever you find three term, without thinking anything, use this fifth identity, because first 4 identities are of no use, because here we have three terms. So the only formula, the only identity for three term is this only. That is why this question 4 is very simple. In each question we have to we use the fifth identity. So here, because of these three terms, we will use the fifth identity. But before using this identity, we will put the value. We will find that here at the place of x we have minus 2x, because in the identity we don't have any negative sign. So the value of x is minus 2x. The value of y is, means at the place of y here we have 3y, and at the place of z we have 2z. That's it. Now we'll put the values here on the right hand side and we'll get the answer. So minus 2x plus 3y plus 2z the whole square. Here at the place of x we have minus 2x, at the place of y we have 3y, and at the place of z we have 2z. So the identity is, I am writing here, the identity is, again I am writing the identity, x plus y plus z the whole square, x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. Okay. Now we'll put the values here. X square means minus 2x square plus y square. Y, here y we have 3y. So 3y square plus z square. At the place of z we have 2z. So 2z square. Okay. Plus 2xy plus 2x is minus 2x, y is 3y. Be careful when you put the values. Plus 2yz, 2y is 3y, z is 2z. Plus 2zx, 2z is 2z, x is minus 2x. Now simplify. So minus square is plus, 2 square is 4 and x square is x square. 3y square, square of 3 is 9, square of y is y square. Square of 2 is 4 and z square. Now we need to multiply. 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12 and this is minus, so minus 12xy. Here no minus sign, so the answer will be positive only. 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 12yz. And here we have minus sign, so be careful. Minus 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8zx. Or if you want, you can write xz. So this is the answer. Okay, so now you solve the remaining question of remaining parts of question number 4, and how to use this identity to find factors, that we will see in the next class.